One of the most difficult experiences anyone can go through is enduring narcissistic abuse. It can leave lasting psychological, emotional, and sometimes even physical scars. But there is hope. In this video, we will explore the 10 stages of healing after experiencing narcissistic abuse. Narcissistic abuse can have long-lasting effects. The process of healing and moving on is often difficult and can take time. Initially, you might make excuses for the narcissist's behavior, or try to convince yourself that the abuse was not as bad as it really was. This is normal, and it will take time to come to terms with what happened and accept your experience. Unfortunately, this first step is essential in order to move forward in the healing process. It can be difficult to acknowledge the reality of an abusive relationship, especially if you have been psychologically manipulated by the narcissist into believing their version of reality. Recognizing that you were part of an abusive dynamic is both painful and empowering, since it gives you a chance to begin healing and putting boundaries in place so that the abuse does not continue. You may find yourself feeling angry at yourself, the narcissist, and even the world in general. It is important to accept and express this anger in a healthy way. You can try journaling, or talking to a therapist. Doing so can ensure you are able to process and release your emotions in a safe environment. At this point, you start questioning if there was anything you could have done differently to prevent the abuse. You will also wonder if there is anything you can do to get the narcissist to change. While it is normal and understandable to feel this way, it is usually a futile endeavor as you have no control over another person's behavior. Depression is a normal part of the healing process, and it is important to allow yourself to feel these emotions to progress through the stages. You may feel sad, hopeless, and helpless at this stage, but seeking professional help can assist you in managing and overcoming the negative emotions. They can provide comfort, understanding, and encouragement as you go through your healing process. Acceptance is when you have accepted the reality of what has happened and begin to focus on your recovery. You may still have days that are difficult, but as time passes, you will start to feel more like yourself again. Now we come to forgiveness. By this I do not mean forgiving the narcissist, but forgiving yourself. Often victims blame themselves for having put up with the narcissistic abuse and not walking away from the narcissist. The truth, however, is that narcissistic abuse is insidious and wears down your self-confidence. You end up in a state of learned helplessness and caught in a cycle of negative self-talk that is difficult to break. Forgiving yourself can be a difficult process since it requires you to come to terms with your own emotions and feelings that came out of the situation. You can now start to see the light at the end of the tunnel. You begin to believe that things will get better and that you can heal from this experience. This newfound hope allows you to keep going, even during difficult times, as it helps you to find strength and courage to face any challenges that come your way. Rebuilding your life may involve setting boundaries with those who have been toxic in your life. You will also start rebuilding your self-esteem and creating or expanding your support system. This is when you finally reach a place where you can look back at your experience with the narcissist and not feel pain or anger. You come to the realization that you have learned much and will not repeat the same mistakes in future. You may still have days where you struggle, but overall you are able to move on with your life. Finally, you have arrived at a place of inner peace and contentment, feeling truly happy with yourself and ready to embark on the next phase of life. You have accepted what happened, learned from it, and moved forward in a positive fashion, leaving behind any negative emotions associated with painful experiences of the past. With this newfound joy comes an ability to trust yourself again, enabling you to take risks while looking forward to what lies ahead. If you are currently going through these stages of healing from narcissistic abuse, remember that there is no timeline for the process. Everyone heals at their own pace. Be gentle with yourself and allow yourself the time and space to heal. For more posts about narcissists and narcissism, visit www.carlacorelli.com.